snap, and Tyler Wright gets the carry to the 15-yard line. And now does Leeds want to use its final timeout to try to set up what could be a game-winning field goal for Morgan Coston.
Well, they better do something and get to the line of scrimmage and then maybe get the football in the middle of the field and then use their timeout. Now they need to hurry up and run a play. Or maybe they'll just spike it.
Here is Nation up the middle, inside the 10. The clock is at 4. They need to take the timeout here and get Coston on the field to try to win it.
Yeah, this is the only option they have with the clock moving down the way they did at the end of the game. You have to stop the clock one of two ways. Either get to the line of scrimmage and run a play, or just clock the football and then bring your field goal unit on. But that was a heck of a run to get it down to the 10-yard line.
Coston made a chip shot field goal earlier tonight from 22 yards. And he'll have an opportunity to win the game for Leeds. This is a 120-mile trip just outside of Birmingham is where Leeds is. That's where Charles Barkley played his high school basketball before he became a star at Auburn and a Hall of Famer in the NBA. Take the trip after losing the state championship game a season ago to Madison Academy at Bryant-Denny Stadium, the home of the Crimson Tide. You move up a class. These two teams are no longer in the same class. Now 4A for Leeds. Madison Academy still in 3A. Tadero Marshall is doing great things in the first half. He gets ejected in the third quarter. Kerryon Johnson got Madison Academy back in this game after they trailed by 14 points. And now the sophomore Morgan Coston has a chance to give Leeds the win on this field goal try.
They may use a timeout here before he's able to kick this.
They have 2 timeouts to work with. Here's the whistle. Timeout for Madison Academy. Based on where Nickel, his holder, was, be a 27-yard try.
We couldn't ask for the football to be set up in any better situation. It's dead in the middle of the field from the 10-yard line with 4 seconds left to go.
You know, when we do these high school games, we talk a lot of recruiting, talk about the national picture, how these guys are going to affect the college game, and I always joked around, you turn your head to the field in the fourth quarter and hope you got a good game. I don't think you could ask for a better one to open up the season, my friend.
We had one all the way through, and it's been a credit to the effort. You know, the coaches did a great job preparing these teams, and the kids gave great effort on both sides of the football.
Think about what Nation had to do after Marshall got ejected. Think about Johnson, who battled injuries in the state championship game against Leeds, battling cramps all night tonight, was able to power through it, score twice to get his team back in it. And now, a sophomore who is a $150 soaking wet is going to get a chance to be the hero tonight.
With the simple mechanics of a kick, they still have to execute the snap, the hold, and eventually the kick.
Nichols, the holder, Coston to try to win. Right down Broadway. Keith Etheridge and Eric Kodu beat in midfield. They wanted to play this game after the state championship. Even before the reclassification, they wanted to play this game, and they had a whale of a game to show us tonight. Kerryon Johnson was dynamite, got his team back in it, but Coston wins it on a 27-yard field goal. The sophomore is the hero for the Green Wave.
Just a great drive to end this football game, and Morgan Coston did an excellent job of concentrating and putting it through the uprights for the 3-point victory and opening the season 1-0. A lot of pressure on a kicker at that point. You have to come through, and he did perfectly.
What a moment for Morgan Coston. And what a fantastic game and great sportsmanship on both sides. These two teams, a lot of respect between them. Kerryon Johnson is getting a handshake and a hug from just about everybody on the other side tonight. The 6 guys we really talked about, there were a handful of other studs tonight too, but the 6 guys we came to see, we thought might be big based on the recruiting rankings that we knew and what the coaches talked to us about. You love when the kids you came to see showed up to play, and some other kids got to be stars as well.
Well, we talked about it at the top. Who's next? I mean, Kerryon Johnson's that guy. I mean, we came to watch him play, and we also got to see Malik Miller as a junior, how he's going to mature and be able to be one of those guys next year. On the other side of the football, it was terrific. I mean, Daryl Marshall did an excellent job of moving the football with his legs from the quarterback spot. The Trey Nation and Tyler Wright did an excellent job of stepping up. Trey Nation was unbelievable. He had to step up. He was the player of the game just by the spotlight being shined so brightly on him when Marshall left. 60 yards before the ejection on the ground, but no play bigger than the halfback pass down the sideline to Jermaine Johnson. 88 yards after the ejection of Marshall. But in between the tackles, especially on that last drive, he did an unbelievable job of moving the football because everybody knew 7 was going to run the football. And the 31 yards he compiled at the end of this football game in that drive really led Leeds to the field goal and Coston from 10 outside a 17-yarder to win it.
He is our MVP of the game. It is brought to you by Geico. Trey Nation, just a junior. He's got a couple of years left. Coming into the first game of his junior year, 3,600 career yards. What a phenomenal first 2 seasons for Nation. You saw the interest in Mississippi State. There's going to be a lot more people after this young man. This is why we do these games too. We see the kids that are already committed who are going to be playing maybe one of these diamonds in the rough, like Trey Nation tonight, who stepped up and had a fantastic game. 27-24, the final score. Leeds over Madison Academy. A little bit of revenge for the Green Wave over the team that beat them in the state finals last year. 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. We started up again.